Hi everyone, thank you very much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button. In this video, I want to talk about how expensive it is to own a cheap Porsche. That's right, back in May of 2019, as you've seen in my previous video, I bought like the cheapest Porsche Cayenne Turbo. It's a 2008 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. It has 4.8 liter V8 twin turbo engine that produces 500 horsepower. In fact, it's back now, it's in my garage again. You've seen in my previous video that my Porsche was at the mechanic shop. I gave up. The thing was, my prediction was right. The wheel bearing was bad. It was so rusted. The manual wheel bearing removal tool wouldn't work, so I gave up. I looked at the used wheel bearing. It was so rusted and it was destroyed. Jose from Autobahn Porsche shop. Again, Porsche shop. Did I hear that? Right? Okay, did you hear that right? So if you own a Porsche, all the small shop in your town won't touch this car. That's the problem. Either the dealer will touch it, or you have to go to a specialized Porsche shop that has Porsche tools. So I took this to Autobahn, a German Porsche specialist, and he had a nice pneumatic wheel bearing machine. He had to, come on here, Brenna. He had to take the whole arm, the wheel, brakes, rotors, everything out, and then took this part, and then he had to put it in the machine, and finally, use the machine to push the old ball bearing out. I mean, it was completely destroyed. It took him forever. He thought it's gonna take him like one day. It took him at least, well, today is what, Wednesday? Yeah, almost 3 days to do it. Yeah, this is why owning Porsche is pain in the neck, because no shop will touch it. I bought it when it was 120,000 miles. That's right. The price was around $121,000 when it was brand new. I mean, it was 116,000, but with tax and all that licensing fee, around $125,000. This is an expensive car. Even the new one, I almost got choked. The new Porsche Cayenne Turbo, the 2019, is around $165,000 base. You can go up to $200,000 plus when you start putting all the nice features like the panoramic sunroof and all, nicer 22-inch rim. This is an expensive car. So anyway, let's go back. How expensive it is to own a cheap Porsche. Well, Jose went through the bill today. He said, well, your differential fluid is dirty. Well, I already know that since it's already at the shop. I told him, why don't you just change it? How much? It's 150. Okay, just do it. 150 is cheap. The most expensive part was the ball bearing itself is 450. Is genuine Porsche part, and then the labor that 3 days. Anyway, with the parts, differential fluid, and to put this arm, everything back together to to take it apart, it costs. Did you get that, Brandon? $1,095.15. $1,095.15. That's right. I own this for how many months now? May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months, okay? I just own this. I bought it for $15,900. Now it become $16,900 plus just to own this. But still, this is why you don't buy Porsche brand new, because the price dropped so much. Can you imagine whoever bought this for $20,000 plus? Now the car is 10 years later is only worth $15,000, $15,900. That's just ridiculous. And then you gotta think about the maintenance cost. Maintenance is actually very cheap if you know how to do the oil change. If you watch my other videos, it's really easy to change the oil. And I'm gonna do, I think, transmission fluid service on this one myself. And I already did the engine filter and all that stuff. That's very easy. But to repair, it's very expensive. If you are tempted to buy cheap Porsche, I know Porsche Cayenne if you look at cars.com, they're like the cheapest one. You've seen a lot of them are being sold less than $10,000, like I've seen some $5,000 Porsche Cayenne Turbo, $6,000 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The thing is, there's always something wrong with it. Why people are getting rid of this stuff? But I love this stuff. This is my dream car. I mean, I was driving it home from Autobahn today, and I said, man, it feels like I'm in a first class cabin of airplane. When you're in the first class, it feels like, that's how it feels like driving Porsche Cayenne Turbo. It's the sound of the V18 turbo engine, and then it felt like I was in a first class of an airplane. I was like, wow, this is so good. And it didn't take much when I pressed the gas to go to, like, you know, really high, what do you call it, speed. And I won't tell you, it was scary. Yeah, I mean, this car has like 500 horsepower. I mean, you have to press the gas really gently because it is a scary car. It's fun at the same time. It is super scary. I mean, fast. You can drive it a normal speed, but man, when you want to drive it fast, this thing just the car that you want to get. But how expensive it is? It is very expensive. This is probably one out of many bills to come. Right now, the first bill is $1,095.15. Let that sink in. This is like one of those moments. Your mama tell you not to marry her. Your mama tell you not to marry him. He's no good. Yeah, this is one of those times for Porsche haters. You know, they said, I told you not to buy that Porsche. It's a troublemaker. It's gonna cost you your underwear. You're gonna lose your shirt. And then soon you wear nothing. You might as well call yourself a Tarzan, right? So anyway, let that sink in. This is how expensive it is. This is just the first bill, okay? $1,095.15. Think about it. Let's say you buy a cheap Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Do you have the income? Right now I have jobs. I have YouTube channel. In fact, YouTube actually is paying for this car every month. My YouTube income goes to pay my Porsche, which is nice. I spend nothing so far until now. I'm like, anyway, love you guys. Again, think about it. When you own a luxury car like Jaguar and Porsche, make sure, think about how much money that you have in your bank. Do you have the money to pay for repair and maintenance? And a lot of people don't maintain their luxury car. They bought it cheap and they go to the dealer and they're shocked, like, oh my god, it costs that much. Like this oil change for this one, at least around $375 to $500. It depends where you go. If you go to the dealer, man, it's gonna cost you at least $300 to $400 something plus dollar, okay? If you go to mechanic, maybe they charge you $120 to $180, but still, it's not cheap. So anyway, think about it. This is buying cheap Porsche. It's very expensive. So anyway, love you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. I hope it's helpful. Make sure you watch this video before, or if somebody wants to buy a Porsche Cayenne Turbo, please share this video so they know that it is expensive to own a cheap Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The first bill, $1,095.15. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.